Hello, this short video is going to talk about referencing, particularly when you're writing academically. When we reference something, we're acknowledging another author's contribution to what we have written. We can't take credit for work somebody else has done or written. And to write properly academically, you must reference another author's work. For the purpose of this example, I'm using the book Supervisory Management by P.W. Betts. And it's a very simple sentence I put in. Many definitions of a supervisor exist, and I just said discusses the importance of training. Sentence makes no sense, it doesn't have to, it's just for the purpose of the example. So we want to reference that I got this information from P.W. Betts out of his book Supervisory Management. So we can see here, we go up to references on our toolbar and you can see your style. It's under the citations and bibliography section. So we drop down and you can see here that we have all the options that we might want to use for referencing, and normally your institution or your college or your school will tell you what type to use. I'm using Harvard Anglia. So you just click on that to select it. Now when you need to reference something, we're going to start off here and we're going to insert a citation. Now as I said, the books I'm using are P.W. Betts Supervisory Management, the 7th edition. So when I say insert citation, it's already here because I put it in earlier. So we would generally go to Manage Source and click on New. And when we do that, we choose our type of source, which in this case is a book, who the author was, so we would write the surname first, a comma and the first name, the title of the book, so it gives you examples down the bottom here as you're going. You can see up there James Kramer is Kramer comma James in the authors, and if you had more than one it's separated by a semicolon. The title of the book, the year the book was written, the city the book was published in, the publisher and the edition. And when you've all this filled out, you click OK. Now I'll just show you the Betts one for means of example. So we've Betts, PW, Supervisory Management, the year was 2000, it was London, Prentice Hall and the 7th edition. And we just say OK. Close that down. Now, to put your reference in the text, you go back to your references, insert citation, and it should be here. So we click on that, and you can see it's just put in Betts 2000, and that's the way we want it for this particular style of referencing, and that tells us that that's where we got that piece of information from. When you've put in all your references, the great thing about this is it will let you generate a bibliography. So again, back up to our references tags under citations and bibliography, and here's your option. So you just click on the bibliography, you can see the little downward arrow that gives us these options. Click on one, and these are all the works that I have used in my paper. The great thing about Word is if we go back up to Manage Sources here, this master list is everything I've used and referenced in this edition of Word, and I can copy it across into my current document by highlighting it and clicking copy. Here is the list for my current document, and everything that's over here will appear in my bibliography. So I'm just going to close that down. So I've added a few more to it, as you can see, and this will happen when you're writing, and all you say is update citations and bibliography, and has everything nice and neat in your bibliography for you. So I hope that was helpful and you get some use out of it. Just to point out before we finish the video, when you're inserting a citation or adding a new source, it can just check up here because it can be a book article, a journal, an article in a magazine, conference proceedings report, a website, and a document from a website. So sometimes a website might be a corporate author, so it might be the European Union, for example, or Bank of Ireland, And you put in your web page, so you can see it there. The year, so that would be the year it would be written if you have it, the year you accessed it, the month and the day, and then here is your full URL. So you just want the web page you're actually on. So in this case, example, it's about us, and your URL would just give you the full website. I hope that was helpful. We will look at how to set your styles for doing your table of contents for your assignment in the next video.